And hello people of the internet, it's me Cyberjam here bringing you a brand new video, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to make this super easy, starter friendly, compact sulfur cube farm. I have to admit, the sulfur cube farm did take me a couple attempts trying to work out every little mechanic I could, trying to solve every issue I was having. As you can see here, I've got 3 iterations. This one here, as I'm showing now, was one of my most successful, but it had no point of collection. And they just kind of group up, get stuck, and there'll be no way to get the sulfur cubes out. From this, you can see a bit of proof of concept of what we're trying to achieve here, which is drowning the sulfur cubes, waiting for them to grow up, and when they do grow up, they should hopefully phase through the slabs above them. I now want to show you how I got to the design I'm currently at, and to explain some of the issues I hit on the way here. As you can see, the sulfur cube's hitbox is perfectly 1 block wide, so storing in this 1 by 1 shouldn't be an issue, until you realize when it commits mitosis and we get 2 baby sulfur cubes. They're half a block each, but when they do grow up, they're once again going to be that 1 block wide hitbox, which causes the problem when they both grow up at the same time, they collide, pushing each other into the outer block. Now, the way to solve this would normally be, just place a block around it, and then, they should hopefully have nowhere else to go and other than that 1 block in the middle. Issue with that is they end up still pushing each other, trapping each other in those outer blocks, especially if you're using something like glass. You can see here in the demonstration, one of the babies did manage to get back to that middle, but still trapped that other one on the edge block, which does not help at all, because eventually they'll all start to build up, and then they'll just be on the outer bits, and no sulfur cube will be able to hit the middle block, and then they won't be able to drown, you won't be able to collect them, this cycle just won't continue. I then started experimenting with wall blocks. Wall blocks kind of work as vertical slabs. Compared to glass, it won't trap them in the middle, and compared to solid blocks, it won't suffocate them and won't trap them inside. Instead, it pushes their pathfinder into the empty side of the wall, which then recenters them into the water, which in concept works out. In this mock-up design, it did not actually work, because the sulfur cubes were still holding each other kind of like in that space. But in like an actual how the farm works, they do still drown against the wall, whatever else. It works out. Just in this example, it did not work out. Thinking about it, if you waterlog the walls here and then replace the glass above the walls with more upside down slabs, it might work. I can't guarantee that, but it might. Now finally, the moment half of you guys have been waiting for, let's actually get into building the farm. You will need 1 magma block, 4 pressure plates, 2 water buckets, 1 chain, 1 stair, 6 slabs, 5 walls, 1 sign, 25 solid blocks, 57 blocks, and 1 sulfur cube. If you don't want to use 1 sign, you can also use 1 gate instead. This is the required space for this farm. It is only a 5 wide, 7 long, and 5 tall build. Could pretty much fit in anywhere. Let's get started, shall we? Place 5 bits of glass in this formation like this. Then you will use 8 of your solid blocks, just like that, parallel to each other. Get your full wall blocks out and place them right there. That's going to squish them together. Then you're going to want to place 6 solid blocks on the end here. Dig 1 down at the end and place in a wall. Then place a horizontal chain on top of that wall. Place the water at the other end, and that will be your bottom layer fully completed. Now you're going to double up the outer layer, place 2 extra glass blocks on the first 2 wall blocks, leaving the other 2 clear. You're going to want to leave a 2x3 spacing in the middle here. Then place a upside down stair down this pipe here, and then you're going to want to fill in the rest with upside down slabs. This will force the sulfur cubes to come upwards and get stuck in that spacing so they grow through the slabs. Now place your 4 pressure plates on the outer slabs. This could be signs instead of pressure plates, completely down to you. Once again, double up your glass, raise that another 2 levels. Then place 1 block behind your upside down stair, and put a sign just over that gap to stop any water from flowing through. We're pretty much nearly done now. Let's build up the walls on the upper layer and then place one temporary block on the end. Then let's start building the roof on it. Before we do that, let's put the water in just to make our life a little bit easier. Right before you finish with the roof, let's place in that one sulfur cube. And let's start the cycle. Trap that little fella in there. And now we can just watch him go and drown. This is a pretty horrific video, think about it. These are happy little guys, and we are just drowning them, torturing them, letting them do mitosis, and then torturing them again. We're torturing them into mitosis constantly. I need to rethink this video. Overall though, that is pretty much this farm done. For the sulfur cube to go from the top to the bottom, it takes around 23 seconds. For them to drown, it takes another 2 seconds. That's around 25 seconds for the sulfur cube to divide and split. You can add a magma block in this block here. Isn't really needed, but it just kind of speeds up a tiny bit. You can also swap that sign out for a gate in case it's more accessible for you. And overall, the baby sulfur cubes will take around about 20 minutes to grow up. And obviously, once they do grow up, you'll have 2 going around and cycling. That's going to have to be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, consider subscribing. If you don't, give me a bit of feedback. Let me know how I can improve. I'm always looking to improve. I am also looking to see how people improve this design because I know it's not perfect. But if you enjoyed it, thank you.